I carried the folding chairs as if they weighed nothing, even though my chest felt like solid stone. My hand hovered over the garage door handle when her brother's voice slipped through the crack. I still can't believe you married this loser. Dad's right. Divorce him before you have kids and get stuck forever. Already working on it, she said. My lawyer says we can take half his business, too. I stepped inside with a smile so flawless it could have been painted on. I placed the chairs, poured the wine, complimented her mother's perfume. That night, I made creme brulee from scratch. 3 days later, my WhatsApp exploded with 47 desperate messages. Let me explain how it came to that. I met Claire 5 years ago. She was warm, wild, and a little reckless in ways that made me feel alive. I was a grounded one, methodical, precise. She told me I made her feel safe. I believed her. When we married, I merged her name into our company, Rowe and Claire Consulting, and gave her 15% equity on paper, a gesture of love. In practice, it gave her real legal power. A mistake? Yes, but love makes you generous. Fear makes you careful. She never liked my routines, my early mornings, my slow, deliberate approach. You act like life's a chessboard, she once said. I never told her she was right, or that I was already 10 moves ahead. Even then, the cracks were appearing. 8 months ago, a new phone passcode, more weekend yoga, longer showers with texts that made her smirk. I didn't confront her. I watched. I bought a second phone, cloned her SIM while she slept, installed keyloggers on our home Wi-Fi, silent, precise. She delivered her betrayal through screenshots and GPS pings. Her lawyer, Brent Haynes, was smug and incompetent. Their emails were all documented. He wouldn't fight. He was too passive. I would get the house, maybe half the client list. He would let go. And he was right. I didn't fight. I won. It began with payroll. I restructured Claire's position under a shell subcontractor, CRA Strategy Partners, legally separate but operationally identical. That 15% stake became a share in a consulting entity with zero equity in the parent company. All quietly approved at the last board meeting. She was too busy to attend. I also rewrote our prenup. Not the real one, just a version she would find. I left it in a locked drawer, a draft that made it look like I would lose everything. She found it 2 weeks before the dinner. Her behavior shifted overnight. Warm, flirtatious again, a final performance. She was already packing her exit. I let her. The night of the family dinner was my curtain rise. I cooked every dish myself. Prime rib, garlic confit potatoes, rustic apple tart. Her father called it the best meal he'd ever had. I smiled and topped off his bourbon. The garage moment wasn't luck. I knew her brother hated me. I placed the chairs with intent. Far enough for plausible distance, close enough to catch every poisonous word. That was my confirmation. The last thread snapped. I filed for divorce the next morning. Not in our city, but 2 states over in a jurisdiction favorable to corporate asset protection. My firm, legally distinct from Rowe and Claire, stayed untouched. Claire's 15% was now tied to a shell company with zero valuation. She had nothing to claim. Brent, her smug little lawyer, called 3 times in an hour. I didn't answer. My lawyer did. Documentation, board votes, payroll logs, the dissolution of Rowe and Claire into Rowe Solutions, LLC. All legal, all finalized weeks ago. By the end of the day, Claire was locked out of everything. Systems, emails, office card, even the Netflix account. That night, her first WhatsApp message arrived. What the hell is this? Then, please, can we talk? 44 more messages followed. None mattered. I wasn't done. The cherry on top arrived in a single envelope. Mailed her father. Screenshots, her text with Brent. The garage audio cleaned and transcribed. Her expense report, $7. $300 for spa weekend with Brent. Billed to our business card. Her father, a retired judge, replied with a single line, I apologize for what I allowed my family to become. Claire showed up at my office last week, tear-streaked and desperate, claiming she never meant for it to go this far, that she just wanted to see if we could fix it. I looked at her like a stranger. I already fixed it. I said. The door clicked shut behind her, locked automatically. I'm hosting another dinner next week. Just a few friends. No family, no liars, no snakes. And I'll cook every dish myself. I like the control, the precision, and yes, I've already brought the chairs.